the paving. So he wants to get rolling on it. We want to hire McDonald Engineering to do the engineering oversight for it. So he has a proposal for McDonald's, who is going to visit the site and survey it, evaluate any repair alternatives, review the alternatives and the scope of repairs, assist the village in contacting, coordinating work with CSX, which is the railroad, and DOT, prepare plans and specs, provide project manuals, provide construction and contract administration, and provide full-time construction inspection for $35,000. So what I would ask is that you authorize me to enter an agreement with McDonald Engineering for engineering service for an amount not to exceed $35,000.
Isn't it evaluated already? We did that.
No, we went through a thing with it being yellow flag. So they went through for the yellow flag, and we did the repairs to get the flags off the deck of the bridge. So that was clear. The structure is still yellow flag, but that's CSX's responsibility. But as far as the actual redoing of the entire deck, we haven't had anything done on that. Am I right about that?
Yeah. What did they charge us for the engineering costs on the wastewater treatment?
The study that they did?
Yeah. Is this different than similar type of report
No,
that they're going to be providing?
The wastewater treatment plant was like an investigation and evaluation of, first of all, what size plant it would take, what type of plant we would need, what size plant we would need, siting of the plant, identifying siting options, and then potential areas that would be served by the plant. So it was more of a desktop study, I think you would call it. This is the actual project of doing the replacement of the deck of the.
So it's going to cost us $35,000 to do the entire deck.
No.
Okay.
This is the engineering services, so it would be specking out what needs to be done, listing what needs to be done, putting out the bids for it, and then once we settle on a contractor to do the work, they would do the oversight to make sure they're doing it correctly.
Is that based on like an estimation of like hourly, or is it?
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's been a big deal for us. Like the $35,000 is for a certain amount of hours of work. And if it looks like at any time that they're going to go over that, then they would, before they go over it, they'd come back to the board and say, look, this is where we are, and this is where we think we might need to go. But it's been stressed to them that when they write one of these, because we had an issue with this in the past, that when they write one of these proposals, that it's conservative enough so that when the board sees $35,000, that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be $35,000 now and $10,000 later.
How much money do we have in our CHIPS account for this?
I think the state fiscal year is April something. So once we get our payment for whatever their year would be, we'll have $270,000 in chips. The engineering estimate is 175 to 200 for the work itself. So we would be on the high side probably 230, 240, including engineering. Engineering can be reimbursed by CHIPS. So when Chris said everything, that's everything to do with the bridge would be reimbursed by CHIPS.
So is this not something that has to be competitively bid with engineers?
It's a service.
Yeah.
Services don't have to be bid.
Do we have the option of going to somebody else?
Well, yeah, but I would strongly advise against it.
It wouldn't necessarily be a bid, it would be like an RFP process.
If you wanted to go with somebody else, yeah. You can do that. They're not official. McDonald has acted as the village engineering department since I've been around. And the reason I would strongly recommend against it, it's just for me, it's just a I don't know. if I call McDonald Engineering and say, can I talk to Jack or Jenny or any one of the engineers, you talk to them right away. They're right there and they do it. If I have an issue with it, I call Jack up and, so we've got a pretty good working relationship for something of this nature. I think the ability to be on a first name basis with the people you're working with it's served us pretty well.
If I could say something, John, I think what you were talking about with the fee, I did ask Jack, I called him once I got it, because it was, it's a large fee. It would work out to about, I think it was 16% of construction cost. And for bridge work, Jack told me, and I confirmed it by looking at other things, that's pretty common. Other projects we've done with them, the percentage is usually lower because it's more straightforward.
So they estimate the cost of the total cost of the construction.
Yes, they put together a basically like a ballpark estimate of where they think it'll come in. Then we have to see how it bids. And again, when they do a construction estimate, their bids or their prices are usually pretty conservative. We've found in the past several projects that I've worked on with them that the bids usually come in lower or right around where they think they'll be. This will be a nice project for somebody, just like Broad Street was. I think there'll be a good amount of interest on it. They can do it pretty quick, and you know, it's good money for somebody. So I think we'll get a lot of bids. I'm hopeful. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
The project will make a lot of people happy. Yes. All right, so I don't have a motion or a second yet. Does anybody want to authorize me to enter into this agreement with the town?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. Okay. Any other discussion? I'm going to call the roll. Trustee Zeman?
Yes.
Trustee Gifford?
Yes.
Trustee Lockwood?
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo?
Yes.
Also yes too. All right, does anyone else have any other new business for the good of the order? Entertain a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Go home before it freezes. If you have any questions about what we did tonight, I can answer them for you right now if you want.
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you for letting me know what's going on. And
Okay. All right.